Wheel of Time fans, welcome to Tori Talks with Dr. S. I'm Tori. This is Dr. S. So recently we were invited on WoT Up's YouTube channel by Jonathan, and we had so much fun talking to him, and it really was an honor because he is quite the expert on all things Wheel of Time. In front of the camera, behind the camera, right? The whole show, the whole book, everything.
He said that he's read the books 100 times. I was like, did you add a zero? No, 100.
The ultimate expert,
100 times.
Right?
Yeah.
So something crazy happened for us while that interview took place. So here, should we show it?
Well, do you want me to set it up really quick?
Probably should.
Usually, we've been doing a couple little guest spots here and there. Usually people ask us questions and we just answer them. And at one point, he was like, well, do you guys have any questions for me? And so then this is the question.
Okay, ready? Here it is.
I don't want to ask, I'm sure the answer is spoilery, but they are cast very different looking. So I'm assuming they have different dads.
So without spoiling too much, and this is a hard thing, the parentage of a few of the characters in the book series is kind of a convoluted mess. And it's that way on purpose.
Okay, so just asking a question. Just a harmless question. Mm-hmm. Curiosity.
Totally.
Right?
Just, wanted to know an answer. I mean, I don't know.
What happened next blew our minds. Here it is.
In the episode, Galad is a Tricand. He's announced as a Tricand, same as Gowan and Elaine. But in the credits, if you look at it, he's a Damodred. So that is his actual last name from the books.
Moirraine?
Yes.
Oh.
So if you look at the credits of that episode, he's actually credited as a Damodred, which it means it's canon for the show, which isn't really a spoiler, I guess, because who watches credits, really? And it's a big convoluted thing. And there's, again, huge spoilers.
I can talk to you right now. I can't even listen.
This is amazing.
I can't hear anything that you're saying. I'm sorry.
Breaking news in our world.
Yeah, I'm here, trying to remember every single thing that Moirraine's ever said. The whole story that she was telling Brand about her uncle.
Yeah.
And that whole thing. Yeah, I need to go
All
rewatch.
of it's super important. That's all I'll say. It's all very important.
Just everything you said after that, I don't know what you said. So yeah.
Okay, he obviously was just ready to go on.
Yeah, no big deal. And we were like,
whoa, back up, rewind.
It's so funny. I still get all worked up. Okay, because it's so funny that he was totally like nothing happened. We were just talking about what we're gonna do for dinner or something.
Yeah.
And originally, again, my husband, your brother, it's kind of the same thing. They have different last names. It was just no big deal. And we're like, no, how is this?
No, we don't know this.
This is huge for us.
This is a very big deal
Yes.
for us. So that was our authentic reaction to finding out that Moirraine is somehow related to Galad.
Yeah, which is a big deal. I mean, I don't want to reduce the Wheel of Time to soap opera, but I am going to.
Okay, do it because...
Okay, well, you want to go first? You have a theory?
So I just have a quick guess.
Okay, how are they related?
Damodred. Yes,
okay.
How are they related? Mm-hmm. I just think it's really boring, but I think, not age, because I don't know his age, but just with, he's not an Aes Sedai, she aged. I'm just thinking, I'm getting nephew vibes from him.
Okay.
I think Galad is Moirraine's nephew.
Okay.
What's your guess?
And I get confused by the whole age thing too, because Moirraine ages slower, right? And we don't know anyone's actual age, they've not told us. So I think it's possible.
Kind of know Leandrin's age, but anyway, go ahead.
Oh yeah, it's estimated, right?
Yes.
But anyways, I think it's possible that, so remember when Moirraine told Rand at Ruidian by the Avenda Sora tree that she had an uncle who was the king, right? And then the king was killed at Dragonmount. So that was 22 years ago, because when Rand was born, right? So obviously that king is Damodred, right? Because it's Moirraine's uncle. So I think before that, because he was with Morghese, that king, because Morghese, she wasn't queen yet because she became queen later, right? So maybe Morghese was with King Laemon. They had Galad. That's their baby.
Yeah. And her uncle.
Because Morghese wanted to be powerful. She's obviously power hungry, right?
Yeah.
She would be the queen of Cairhien because King Laemon. But then he got killed and the Damodred, fallen house thing, like they're no longer powerful. So she's like, I'm out. I'm going back to Andor, marry this other guy named Trakand, and have 2 other kids.
Yeah.
But bring the baby because why not?
So then what would that make him?
So if it's...
My uncle's child is my cousin.
Cousin. So Moirraine's cousin.
That's cousin. Okay.
Right? So Layman's son with more gays.
Hey.
I have no idea.
But at least you broke it down. I was just like, oh, nephew.
Because I'm like, well, how did they? Because I needed to know how does he get to Andor? Like I wanted to know.
Yeah.
Right? Like why would he be in this household?
Yeah.
I also don't really understand Andor and like their whole system because they don't have kings, they only have queens. And Morgaze, like she has, so she doesn't marry. I don't know if she has to get married. I don't know if queens have to get married. Like, do they have kings? Like,
do they typically?
Do they have like kings in name? Like, I don't know because when we meet the queen's consort Gabriel, who turns out to be a Forsaken, it's not like it's like a boyfriend. So I don't know. Do they get to just have boyfriends? I don't know if they marry or they don't have to. I don't know the culture of Andor. But I think prior to her becoming queen, she could have tried to become queen of Cairhien, and then that didn't work out.
I love it all.
I don't know. I don't even know if it makes sense in the way that the whole, becoming a king or queen works in this world, but...
Well, yeah, we know she has Lady Enver is her sister, but we don't know that she doesn't have other siblings, right?
Yeah, we don't.
There could totally be like a dozen of them out there.
Right. Like we don't know. Yeah. We see the portrait in her house, right? That's like her and Anvir, but we don't see like I don't know.
That was yeah.
Yeah.
I'm now because Jonathan it wasn't a big deal. And then my brother, your husband, said, yeah, okay, so basically it was like it's not a secret.
Well, and I was trying to get more information, but you know how my husband, your brother, likes to be tricky. Well, like a lot of you guys do
All
too.
of you do.
Yeah, we'll answer questions and it'll be like 7 people will say kind of a similar thing and then some random person will be like, oh, it's this.
That's
like,
why they're so
just a
fun.
coincidence. I'm like, so basically you leave even more confused.
That's why you keep me up at night.
Right. So I was trying to figure out like, okay, well, it's just a known thing, so maybe it's not a big deal then. But then we've never really seen like Moirraine and Elaine interact.
More gays?
No, Moirraine and Elaine, because they would be related. They would be, like they would kind of know like they were related, but we've never seen them have to be like, oh, how's Galad doing?
Yeah, I do wonder if we will ever see them.
Yeah, right? They've never.
What's up, cuz?
Yeah, exactly. Because apparently it's just the name's just thrown out there, but it's not
a big
talked
deal.
about. And then so I wanted to know like, oh, like, well, when do you find out and is it a big deal? And my husband, your brother, is like very...
It's as if it's just not a big deal. So then it makes me think that they just didn't have time to talk about this detail of Wheel of Time.
He's neither saying that it's a big deal or not a big deal. Which
well, he just said it's no secret.
Right, no secret. But then why do it? Like nothing is... Well, why make them related if it's not a big deal?
Yeah.
That's my thing with everything. Like, why do anything if it's not a big deal? Or a deal? It doesn't even have to be a big deal. It just has to mean something.
It has to.
It has
There's
to.
no way this is just
it
nothing.
Has to, right?
And don't tell me it isn't.
I don't know, but I know that's a very soap opera thing to linger on to, but I'm like, how are these people related? Who had kids with who?
Okay, my wheels are turning.
I don't know, right? I know, we're not done.
Anyway, so
we really care.
I don't know what if you even want to talk about this because it doesn't seem like it's a big deal, but let us know. And I don't even know if you can tell us if we're right because if it isn't a big deal, you could say, oh yeah, it is the cousin.
Right? We're going to get like no comments on this video.
It's just going to be a whole bunch of like the zipper emoji. What if all of you just commented zipper emoji?
I'm still in shock.
I know! Why is that not... You don't just... Jonathan.
For days. I even said this to my kids, and they were like, I didn't even have to be like, who is... I just said, guess what Galad's last name is? And then I just said the name Damodred, and they're like...
Okay!
Yes!
So this is...
Yeah.
A big deal.
I think it has to be.
Whether you like it or not. Okay, we're gonna have to drop this.
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, if you guys watched this, thank you. Thanks for staying till the end, and we'll see you around. Bye-bye.